NFL on EA Sports. With a spot in the Super Bowl on the line, everything is on the line in today's conference championship matchup. It's the Cowboys going up against the Eagles. So let's send you up to Pennsylvania. Standing by in Philadelphia are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. They come out with one back and three tight ends. And on the ground they go with the running back. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
Now Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, and en route, going into a little bit of traffic, maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Second down, Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us. And then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line. And they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's got time in the pocket. And his throw here's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. Third down here. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Darqueze Dennard is an up-and-coming cornerback who thrives in press man coverage.
It's third down, 6 yards to go for the offense. On third down, it's Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
A first down throw for Prescott. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And some room to work. The 20. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 49 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Let's go.
And they'll run it here. And he's got room. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now they try the right side here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Wentz on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. One receiver left, three to the right. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They have what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders. 3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Looking for Green. Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run with Elliott. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. Play clock winding down. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. 23 yards on the play. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Now Prescott, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Let's go!
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Second down following the run. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 10th carry now for Elliott. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Prescott on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll be a Dallas first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The counter, Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that'll be incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
They'll come out in the pistol. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And quickly they get to the line. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Wentz now on first down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing his Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Wentz on third down. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Wentz now to throw. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Watch it now, Barney.
Wentz to throw again. Flush to his right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And the play clock's running down. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Let's go. 38. Ohio. Ohio.
Second down, Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go.
And the back goes into motion. On third down, it's Prescott. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Now Sproles. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles take possession. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
This one complete left side to Green Beckham. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was awesome.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check, 59. Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed.
Now Wentz on third down. He's got it with the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Into the red zone. Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jalen Smith able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Wentz to throw on second down. Green Beckham has it over the middle. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll lead here to a third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top. top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So now on 4th down, the Eagles will hand things over to their field goal kicker, and that's Caleb Sturgis. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
They go to Elliott again. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He shakes him off. Look in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Sproles the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now come the Eagles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And able to complete it to Green Beckham. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guy Eagles will get the football back. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Prescott. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Let's go! What? Flex round! Flex round!
Play clock winding down. 2nd down, Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, Elliott. shreds the tackle. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go. Flex round.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Here we go. 38. Flex round. Let's go. 38.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful. Giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game.
Here we go now. Detroit.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Trying to... a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He's going to get the football. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Throwing here, Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And they're going to lose some on it. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 7 yards remaining here on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go!
Elliott, toss right. And he's going to be stopped up right at. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they'll work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. And what are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Back to throw. Ertz over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. And now they're in the hurry-up. And now the spike comes with 28 seconds left on the clock. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route. He tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass?
That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
It's a sneak, and he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for two and try and win it right now?
Set to go now in the fourth quarter. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And an overtime playoff game, but the rules, they stay the same as they did in the regular season.
That's exactly right. Whoever scores first, unless it's a touchdown, the other team has a chance to match. That's how it really gets played out. But remember this, no matter how far we go in overtime, in the regular season, there was only one period. Here, we're going to go until we have a winner.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. He's going to float this, and that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there in overtime, 48 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Oh, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And I think the offense is going to keep possession. Yes, they are, but they're backed up now at their own 2-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 3rd down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's J.J. Wilcox. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown!
They're going to win it.
And let the celebration begin. In an overtime thriller, they're off to the Super Bowl. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and they're unhappy.